Okay. There's a few people we need to remember. The first guy that talked about elements was who? Aristotle. Who's the Greek guy? No, he's not really. He didn't really do much. But what did he say?
That elements.
Okay, what are they, Everett? Oh, okay. Mari?
Water, fire, earth, air.
Yep. Okay. And then along came the skeptical chemist. Who was that?
What was that?
That was not Antoine. It was
Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle. He kind of said, hey, elements cannot be broken up into smaller things, so you're wrong, Mr. Aristotle. And then along came the French guy. He actually did break up one of Aristotle's 4 elements. What did he break up? Water into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay? But then the real business started coming into play with Mr. Dobereiner. Johannes. Okay? And he did what?
He did. Oh yeah.
He started to arrange them in properties. He noticed he saw groups that acted very similarly. He called groups of 3 what? Triads. Okay, the first triad I showed you over there, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Okay? Then Mr. Who came along? Mendeleev, Mr. Dmitri. Okay? He is the one that's credited with the discovery of the periodic table.
Correct.
Okay? Why was he given credit for it?
Because he did, but he didn't have all of them.
And
He ordered them
didn't
all.
everyone who came up with their first list of the periodic table, didn't they all not have all of them?
Yeah, but
So what was so special about him not having all of them?
He ordered them in
Uh-huh.
atomic mass.
Okay, yes, but that's not why he's really given credit for it. Because I think, Ethan, you're on the right track. What did he do? Yeah, that they had discovered. He predicted there was elements that hadn't been discovered yet, and where they would go, and what their properties would be like, and he was right. Okay, he was wrong about one thing, which is what Moira said. What was he wrong about? Okay, he arranged them by atomic mass. There's a couple guys that are out of whack from a property standpoint if you do it that way. Yes?
if he knew that there were things missing in location, why did he just
I mean, he probably could have done that, but usually if you discover it, you get to name it.
I know.
He didn't actually discover it. He just predicted them.
He could say he
Sure. Okay? Now we got a few groups that we talked about. First of all, why do we call them groups and families? Is there any significance for why we call them families? Ethan?
People in the same family share the same traits.
And why do they share similar properties? Carly? Okay, they have the same number of valence electrons, and valence electrons are responsible for bonding. Okay? Alright, then we got group 2. What is group 2 called? Alkaline earth. A lot of these are found in the earth. Okay. What are some things that we maybe should know about this group?
Slightly reactive.
They're pretty reactive, and the reason why they're pretty reactive is because what? Because they have 2 valence electrons that they can lose. Now, they're not quite as reactive as group 1. What's group 1 called? Alkaline metals. Those are more reactive because they only have how many valence electrons? 1. So it's pretty easy for these guys to get rid of 1 valence electron, drop an energy level to become stable with an octet of 8. And we'll be showing you on the board how dropping that lone outer electron left him with a full 8 in the energy level below. Okay. Then we've got this big old group here.
Transition metals?
Okay, they're the transition metals, and their valence electrons are a little tricky. What are they usually? 1 to 2. Then I would say there's probably some situations where they're also 3. Okay, then we have 2 other groups. This one's the boron. Which one's the most important out of this group? Aluminum, most abundant metal, nearest crust. Gallium melts in your hand. This group, what's important about it? Carbon. There's a lot of important things here. Silicon's very, very useful in a lot of things. Tin and lead obviously are pretty important, but carbon is the alpha dog of all elements because it's the building block of all life or living things. Alright? Is that a hand or?
What's that video that I didn't see?
Carbon is the alpha dog, whatever, right? It's named after carbon. So why don't they just call it the other?
Because it's the top one. Yeah? No. You can watch YouTube on your own.
Cheating.
I wrote down.
Shane's gone.
I wrote down.
It's
the
not his
names
fault
so I
to be
can get
so
it.
Well, that's true. I agree.
So,
So let's watch it.
Yeah, but you know what? I agree with you. Why can't we watch blown like things blown?
Again? We already did that.
no, not for me.
I can give you the YouTube link if you want it.
Oh, you should.
Just look up alkaline metals.
That's all you have to do.
It'll be like the first couple things on there.
Sweet explosions.
But not now.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Hit during study hall.
Make sure, if you do it during study hall, that you ask for permission for educational purposes.
What? You have to
During-
act.
Yes.
Oh wait, you have to write in. Not in our study, no, you just have to write down that you're gonna be on your phone. You don't have to.
Well, that should be what you're doing, is you're stating what academic purpose you're using it for.
Oh, if you're using your phone for.
You're not supposed to use your phone for non-academic purposes. Sometimes study hall teachers will let you play a game or do something the last 10 minutes of study hall. Well, that's just you disobeying.
Huh? No, I don't disobey.
Oh.
Most of the time.
What do you call breaking the rules then?
I haven't broken the rules.
Bending the truth. Okay. Can truth bend?
No,
Or can truth not change?
the truth can't change. It's just you're doing something wrong.
You can rationalize however you want to rationalize it. Well, my mommy texted me. That's still not an okay reason to be on your phone. Ask for permission. Hey, Mr. Kramer, can I text my mom back? I'll say, yeah, go ahead. Now you're no longer what?
You're breaking the law.
Breaking the rules.
It's the law.
It is the law of gravity. Okay, so we should know, vertical column 15 here tells us how many valence electrons for this particular family. 5. Everyone cool with that? All peachy on that?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, nitrogen is going to be the most important element in this particular group. Nitrogen is used in a lot of things. Nitrogen is really what most of our atmosphere, what do I say what do I mean when I say atmosphere? Like the air, like I'm swatting nitrogens right now.
No.
Bam! I'm backhanding nitrogen. Ha!
I have a face.
Punch in the face, nitrogen!
You beat up there. Give me your lunch money.
Fix your face.
Fix your face. He could not stop laughing during that test.
Okay?
I was laughing.
You guys know, any of you know approximately what the percentage of our atmosphere is nitrogen? Any ideas? Very close.
Was.
It's actually like about 78%.
Oh.
78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and then 1% is like a whole bunch of other random gases, CO2 and some other gases. Okay? So actually you breathe in predominantly nitrogen.
So why do you need an oxygen tube if you can't breathe? Why do you need a nitrogen tube?
Whoa.
You don't breathe, like when you breathe in, it's the oxygen that your lungs absorb. They don't absorb the nitrogen. The nitrogen just comes in and goes back out.
It's just there.
It's the oxygen that your body needs for your blood and for, yeah.
So if you breathe in this circle.
You would suffocate, yes.
Just straight up oxygen.
Yeah, like if you had no oxygen in the air and you just breathe in all nitrogen, yeah.
You'd be dead.
Can we breathe in helium?
Oh my gosh, I love doing that.
Gas where you
I said
that,
like this.
that has never worked on me. I don't know what.
Maybe you just got naturally really high voice.
Mine is.
Because I'm not like.
What you talking about, boy?
So why is it oxygen?
Because my profile has an oxygen spot.
Why is it flammable?
Like, we were in the colors. I just forgot.
I'm not 100% sure why it's flammable. I'm not. No, I mean, why?
Like what do you know makes it so?
I'm not sure.
No, Mr. Kermit, you know what you should do?
Because, you know, like oxygen gas has very similar, like if I were to bond sulfur with sulfur, it's not that different. I don't know, I really don't know, I've never been asked that question.
Carly, you broke the
Alright.
Like why, like what goes on that makes it flammable? Good question. I'm kind of interested now that you said that.
Well, let's Google it.
Well, if we have time, I'll YouTube why is oxygen flammable.
Oh, YouTube things exploded. We get to do Carly's question, but not Shane.
We already did Shane's question. Shane just wasn't here. Okay? Nitrogen and phosphorus are really good fertilizers.
Yeah.
Okay? Nitrogen is really used a lot in ammonia, which is a good fertilizer, but it also is pretty important in like explosives too. Interesting. Alright? That's all I'll say about that family. Then we got, you know, your oxygen family, pretty important here. 6 valence electrons. There's your 21% of the air is made up of oxygen.
What the heck am I doing? I just 64. This is 68 stuff.
Yeah, that's what I did.
What happened?
Dude, I literally started to do that too, but then I didn't do.
Oxygen.
I had one hiccup.
No. Amen.
What are you guys doing with your I'm doing this. What could you do this one? Is that a snapping part? Like is that supposed to? I can't snap. My fingers are already snapped. Oh, dang it. Dink.
Oh,
What's up, man?
Okay, got it, I'm assuming.
oh,
I was just trying to look for something. Trying to think what some of these guys are used for. Sulfur.
is used to destroy things.
Sulfur is very flammable, yes. Okay, it's actually like a yellowy powder.
Yeah.
Because
I have
doesn't
a
it smell
sulfur
bad?
dragon. Sulfur! Shane, I have a sulfur dragon.
Ouch! Oh! Wow! Ah! Okay.
What happened to you?
Hey, sulfur.
Sulfur.
Oh, you just keep it in a bag?
No big
I
deal.
took a-
Wait, that's pure
No.
sulfur?
Oh,
I think so.
Doesn't it?
oh, that,
so
how we touch it? I was worried that was gonna be white. He's sniffing it. Don't snort the sulfur. Can we touch
That
it?
smells bad as I thought.
Can we touch it?
Touch sulfur? How about we light it?
Oh,
Hey man, let's do that shit.
rude.
No, we're not lighting it.
No, we should really
go
touch that
outside
stuff
and do
and fight.
it.
What is that? Cocaine.
I'm gonna have to change this video.
No, Mr. Cooper's got the
No, that's not. It's this
He's
stuff.
got, it's, he's got the
Just go outside.
This is just table salt.
Oh,
Just go outside.
That's
This
still.
is sucrose.
Oh, okay. We're getting there. We're
Where's
getting
the
there. Sure
cans?
cans.
Carbon, there's a
That's
wall
the
of
wrong
carbon.
color.
Oh.
You white, bro.
It's called cookie.
Or the green. Green is
There's
even
been a
better.
wildfire in Iowa.
It's cookie. Why? Because local teacher lit the crap on fire. And then one back at fire, the rest of the back got fire. Boom. And the fact that you keep them all in.
If I were to call the cops and tell them to inspect that, would they find drugs?
I hope not.
Wait.
Okay, moving on.
I mean, it says it's salt. I never put it in there, so.
Oh, you like bought it as salt, but like just salt.
No,
It's
that
like,
stuff
oh,
was
that-
here before I
that's
got here,
crack.
so I couldn't tell you what exactly it is. I'm just
Oh,
going
no.
on based on what it says is in there.
So the previous person could have put crack in one of those bags.
It's very possible. I hope not.
I want to call cop now. Search it. Wait, I didn't get that. Oh.
How is it that?
Child safety.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see, safe.
They're just not super big. Teacher was broken. Sitting back. I hadn't heard teachers that do it one year, but they just picked up a Sharpie and put it on writing on the whiteboard.
Oh, no.
It's like, here kids, let's see what we got now. And it was like super big too. It was like, that was Sharpie.
Did it come off?
Well,
No,
if you use a
Frank, here's what you do to get a Sharpie. You color expo marker over
Yeah.
the Sharpie and then erase it.
So that's what she
Or
did.
you know, you just get like a magic eraser. Those work too.
No, it didn't work.
Yeah, it does for me.
Not on these whiteboards. The whiteboards are like 100 years old.
Deteriorating.
So would it be? Yes.
Actually,
Actually, this cool
Touches
is
the
the
whiteboard,
whiteboard
it
is
like
like
cracks
cracked
in
in half.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
Yeah, in second grade and first grade.
We never had whiteboards because all the kids would just take the erasers, go around people's face and go.
Oh my gosh, we do that.
What school did you
Walks
go
up
to?
with chalk, look, scoop bomb.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yes,
It was like
I do too.
kindergarten.
Alright, so there's a lot of, a variety of things, listen. Moira, Shane.
So many parents mad at me. This, look at me.
So we know that oxygen is one of the diatomic elements because it's in the 7-on-7 section, the 7-on-7 rule. You guys remember that? Do I need to review it again?
Oh, I remember the seven.
And again.
It's a seven. And it's
Okay, these are your diatomic guys. Starts with atomic number 7, makes the shape of a 7. There are 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's the exception, which is hydrogen. Those guys are diatomic naturally in nature. They're not stable by themselves, but they're stable when they bond with themselves.
My brain it makes the 7 on 7.
Okay? Heard of the Hindenburg?
Yes, it exploded in there.
Yeah, they once tried to make a big old blimp out of hydrogen gas.
That's terrible.
Then somebody lit their cigarette and whoo! Died.
Whoosh.
No worries, don't forget about giant balloon.
But what's interesting is oxygen can bond with itself 3 times to produce ozone. It's what's in our ozone layer. It protects us from harmful sun radiation that would be very damaging to us. Okay, this is what all of the raging left-wing people are all concerned about with global warming, and even though the Earth is really getting colder instead of hotter.
There's just heat back up from the ice age. It's always this hot.
Or maybe not, we're all just idiots. And we're like, oh, look at that. Cold now. Let's grab some
Anyway,
cold.
there is something to be said. There is places in Antarctica that the ozone is appearing to be deteriorating, and they're saying, well, maybe if that's the case, the Antarctica will heat up and cause all the ice to melt in Antarctica, and then it'll flood all of humanity. And
Well, how the heck would that happen?
anyway, that's not gonna happen.
I mean,
Pretty sure God's gonna come before then.
If the.
Then we got the halogen group. Halogens actually, or halogen means salt producer, believe it or not.
Oh my.
What?
Oh, not bad.
I'm gonna start calling people
Halogen.
halogen.
H-O-L-A-G-N.
Not halogens, we're not.
Still their halos like at night.
Even they're so funny.
Shane,
Yes.
I don't need your criticism.
I think he's pretty fun.
Someone
Yeah,
power
see, I'm
outage.
not the only one.
Shane's good too.
Shane,
I vote you for Gus Kind.
Yeah.
Like Shane's good for
I don't-
viruses, seems
Like a dodo bird.
I used to think that was a doo-doo bird.
What did you say? What did you say?
I used to think it was called a doo-doo bird.
Have you seen that, it's like, I don't know, it's a Pixar short film with mine, the,
Oh,
The
the
seagulls,
those are Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that's
is that what
Those
it
are
is?
mine.
No, there's like a short film where they fight over this egg.
Oh, that's,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Well, there's a dodo
Yeah,
in.
And they all like fall off the edge.
There's a dodo and
They're like,
Ice
ka,
Age.
ka,
That's
ka,
ice.
ka.
There's a dodo in Ice Age.
That's a watermelon.
Oh, is it a watermelon? Okay.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
No, that's
In Ice Age. it's
in
a-
Ice Age, but what you're talking about is like when all these working on the electrical line, right?
Oh, that's the one where the
And
fabric
then
lines
they
on
not
it.
they peck at the big bird and then it shoots them way up. Like the big bird's holding on, they peck at its feet. And
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, squall!
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of that. How did I get on that?
I said I used to think
Doo-doo
of
Oh, yeah. Those aren't dodo birds.
Sadly, that
Doo-doo
was
birds.
like
Doo-doo
last
birds.
summer.
Those are fake.
I was playing charades and it came up and on like, whatever it's called, heads up. I was like, what's a doo-doo bird? Yeah.
Wow.
So you were doing charades. How did you mimic a doo-doo bird?
Well, it was heads up where you had to like explain them.
Oh, I thought you said you were doing charades.
Yeah, I know, I did say that, but I said it wrong.
Okay. Okay, so can anybody tell me why these would be very reactive? Stevie? They only have to gain one electron, so it's similar to the alkaline metals. And alkaline metals can easily give up their electron to be stable, one. Halogens only need one to be stable, and so therefore they are also very, very reactive. Okay? What's interesting about this group is this is the only group that has solid, liquid, and gases in the same family. You've got your solid iodine, your liquid bromine, and your gaseous chlorine and fluorine. How many of those are on your element quiz?
Bromine, iodine, chlorine, anything all.
Iodine.
All of them?
Iodine.
What's that?
Iodine.
What's that?
Iodine.
What's that?
is what you find in
They're all on there.
What's what?
What's that?
Astantine.
That ain't.
Yes.
For the element quiz will be multiple choice.
No, it'll
Well,
be.
dang, fill in along the way.
Yes, you have to know them.
You don't have to spell it.
You better spell it within one letter of it.
All of them are on there except the A,
Bop, aloe.
Okay, so listen. Remind you here about element quiz since you brought it up. I'm going to give you 15 element words. You will then write the symbol for those. Then I will give you the rest will be the symbol, and you'll have to write the name in a blank. It's not, yeah, multiple choice would be so easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Oh, there's one more. Sorry. Come on.
How to memorize a very active one. Neva, aloe.
Hey, Alright, but,
Hmm?
so what's the difference between COLOR and COLOUR?
It's the same, it's
Different
just
countries, like, different regions and places.
I think it's like purity.
Okay. So, yeah.
I just read that and that's like,
What?
that post.
Coincidence or not?
I read that the first day I was in here and the first time I didn't get it.
Yeah, I
I
was
kept
like, wait.
thinking that there were 27 members,
Oh, well, I
What's
saw
the
that
last
on Pinterest one time.
27 letters in the
Well,
alphabet.
I was
How'd
just
you mess that up?
I thought I had heard there were 27, so that's what I assumed. I was like,
And then there's just a new one, it's called
I now learned today.
That's
What is the
right.
random
X,
one?
Y, Z.
A, B,
Yeah,
C,
there's 27.
R, E,
It's
F,
like a
The last letter.
R. I'm sorry, Carly. Alright, hey, so what this is saying is, what's interesting about this group is from top to bottom, as you go down on the periodic table, the colors of these guys become darker. So chlorine is a yellowish color, bromine is an orangish color, iodine is a purple color. Okay? I think fluorine is close to colorless. If it was in gaseous form, you wouldn't, yeah, you wouldn't. Well, yeah. Yep. Okay? A couple more slides and I think we're done here. Your last group, your noble gas group.
Barnes and Noble, yeah.
Okay? These guys are the stable ones. Why are they the stable ones?
Because they're not salty.
Don't put that on a test.
Maybe I'll put that in the lecture section.
Why are they stable?
Because
Have
they
about 8
only
electrons.
They have 8, they fulfill the octet rule,
Yeah.
which is what makes them the most stable.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at those like weird tests?
Yeah.
It'd be like, find A, and just circle A, and math quiz.
We find X.
X, A, B, C, D, I don't know. Party food, bro.
Yeah, that's
Jack has a shirt like
I should get a shirt that says, "What do you do with naughty students?"
Snap
Bury
it.
them.
Make it. You can make your own shirt.
He used one of the elements.
It wasn't funny. It's only funny if you had smart kids that get it.
that. I like
I
it.
know.
Oh! Drop the mic!
Oh, that was a marker? Oh, not the mic, that was a marker?
What?
Still a marker. Didn't make your voice louder at all.
What?
You just yelled.
No.
Yes.
No.
Stating the obvious facts, 2017. So that's what happens, you get smart kids and annoying.
Okay. So now this does say typically don't react when you take a much higher level. There are a few exceptions. Okay. Much higher level, like advanced chemistry.
Like Krypton 14.
Like krypton actually can bond with things, so can xenon.
It can destroy Superman.
Did you just say Xena?
Xenon.
This Krypton probably, this Krypton. Kryptonite.
Okay. And it says almost all the elements have 8 electrons. There is one little muchacho up there that doesn't need 8 to be stable, and who is it?
Helium.
Helium. It needs 2 to fill or satisfy the first energy level. Okay? These guys, actually, when they were discovered, their Latin names are really interesting. I think one of them means like stranger, and one of them means like lonely one. And it all had to do with ideas that they never reacted, so they just were kind of by themselves. And interesting that they would do that. Alright, I think this is the last vocab, or last slide here. I think we've already talked about this. The horizontal rows. We've talked about what the vertical rows tell us, what the vertical rows are called. Now let's describe or talk about what the horizontal rows are called and what they tell us. So maybe you hold off just a little bit. Okay, so are we good with what horizontal refers to?
Yes.
Left, right.
Left and right?
Yeah.
Left and right? Left is that way, right is that way?
Wait,
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Left and right is not.
because
It's side to
whether
side.
you're hanging upside down or hanging to the sides, you're still in left and right.
Left and right can be not always horizontal.
Oh.
So it's with the horizon. I was
Okay,
like,
that's what I'm looking
but
for.
the problem is that the earth is round.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but as you're looking at it, as you're looking out, it looks like the horizon is flat. Okay, so think of it as, so vertical, think about like jumping. When you jump, you're vertical. So that would be up and down. Horizon is over the horizon.
Well, it's sideways.
Up and down. Unless you're upside down, then it's down and up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm using your.
You're breaking this
Yeah.
You're gonna break our science teacher.
Okay.
Again.
So, it doesn't say on here what they tell you.
Oh no, we already did.
That's like lighting a
Is there one
flare.
more? Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
no, fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it better tell us what they mean.
More notes.
So we have the element periods and element series. So your horizontal rows here, there are 7 of them. So there are 7 periods, 7 series. However, which one you prefer to use doesn't really matter. And based on C, what do the horizontal rows tell you?
Energy level.
Okay, what energy level you are in. So if I am talking about this horizontal row, what energy level am I referring to? The 4th energy level. So if I was using Bohr's model, it would be the 4th ring. Yes.
So, hydrogen, lithium, the same.
Yep, they're in energy level 1. Then you got lithium all the way through neon is in energy level 2. Sodium all the way through argon is energy level 3, and so forth. Alright? Now, no, Craig. There's period 2. No more. Energy level 2. Series 2.
No more notes, please.
Oh!
No! We have one.
No! Oh, yeah.
I have to start new page. Never mind.
Yeah, I have to start the page.
I've started like 3 pages already.
Element at the end of the
Then starting
period
at page
is
X.
8. Well, yeah.
So much.
Starting on that
How much you guys do? Get all the practice with the octet rules you can, because that thing ain't going away anytime soon. Just telling you that.
I just want to make cartoons for a living with.
You just want to what?
Make cartoon. I want to animate.
He wants to make them too.
See, don't you think you have to be a critical thinker to animate?
I don't need this.
But doesn't this help you with critical thinking ability?
The dolls
Not
are.
for cartoons.
Yes,
Yeah, kind of.
yes it does.
What?
You need to be able to think outside the box. Think deeply. Think.
Oh, I want to make today. I'm going to use Moon Octium on Cartoon Network.
Or just any show.
I want to be like the amazing like gumball kind of anime.
Shame. Stupid. The only element you need to know is tables.
Stupid as crap. Well, it has to be. That's very true.